Well, folks, if you run your annual calendar based on what videos we make and when, you will know autumn starts today because this is our annual Nottingham Goose Fair video. We're on the tram stop waiting to be picked up, heading down that way to go and have a rummage around the fair. Come along, let's go have a look around. And there we go, welcome to Goose Fair. Well, this is like no goose fair I've ever been to before. We've been here so many times. There are so many videos on the old archive channel that show us here completely shoulder to shoulder with people. And as you can see, I mean, it's just turned 5 o'clock on Sunday and there's nobody here. I feel like we've done something wrong. It does mean we can actually do a little bit of a tour, which we've never really been able to do before, which I guess is pretty cool. There is a lot here. It's always the same every year. Same rides in the same places. Although this is new because Andy is going on a ride he doesn't normally go on. And he is straight up there. This is very much the influential Whitsteve Park since he's been going there regularly. He loves going on a carousel, but not being on the horse, being in a little carriage. As soon as he saw that, he was always going on this ride. The amount of times Andy went on this one when he was younger, despite the fact he hates getting his hair wet, and he would come off it absolutely drenched, but still want to go on it again the next year. I think we're making a beeline for this, I don't even know what you call these, big maze house thing. Probably more technical term for it than that. Or maybe we're not. He usually likes that kind of thing. I think we're just doing a lap, having a little look around. What he really wants to do is be here at the top of the hill over there when the sun goes down. That's kind of a yearly tradition. However, we are here a little bit early. The sun doesn't set for at least an hour and a half. So we're trying to get around the rides first before it gets too busy later. We're assuming it is going to get busy later, and to be fair, we've been here about 15 minutes and it's already noticeably busier than it was when we arrived. We are getting a little closer to that typical shoulder to shoulder goose fair that we've learned all about over the last 10 or 15 years.
Come on, Gracie, Chasey on the derby, keep them going, keep them rolling, let's go.
I used to love this as a kid. I always called it a ride. It's obviously not a ride. This game, I don't know why, it's just fun. Yeah, this is a bit more like it. And on the topic of annual traditions, what on earth have we got going on here? Tell us all about it.
They're peas. They're lovely. They're minty.
£3 for a little polystyrene cup with mushy peas cooked over an open fire over there, and mint sauce, loads of mint sauce poured over the top. That'll be Anna's dinner. This is all she wanted to come for. She's got to have her peas once a year. I understand, yes, you can get them from the chip shop, you can get them at home. Apparently, and I quote, it's not the same. And then we get my favourite thing at Goose Fair, which is this little row of street food places they always have at the back that we are currently wandering down, deciding where we're going to get our dinner from. I do like the idea of the Great British Carvery. Oh, they do a Yorkshire pudding wrap there as well. Yorkshire pudding wraps there. That might be a winner. What else have we got? A grill. What you want, a Yorkshire pudding wrap? Okay. We've got Philly cheesesteaks. We've got Wild West barbecue. This whole area is amazing. I love it. We've got churros over here, jerk chicken, German sausage. It's very rare to get a selection of street food like this in the UK. And it's awesome. Belgian chocolates over here as well. Ooh, I want a little bit of everything. They should do a sampling platter. All of the different flavours of slush, including Red Bull slush. Hot dogs, as you would expect. More roast pork, made in massive pans. And then these tornado chips, I've seen a lot of people walk around with these, which is basically, from what I can tell, crisps on a stick, but looks amazing. Then we've got little Lego minifigs, which I don't think they're edible. Crepes, a Ferrero Rocher hot chocolate van, the Kebab King, with all of your different kinds of kebab. Now we've got the pork joint, pulled pork, and then next to it, the sausage joint. It does Lincolnshire sausages. That's where I'm getting my hot dog from, if I have a hot dog, which is a big if at the moment. Smash burgers. Some rather delicious smelling things. And then we've got more kebabs, more coffee, loaded fries now. Loaded fries are always a good shout. I do like a loaded fry, and I know Anna likes a loaded fry. Then we've got crazy Wendy's Thai street food, mocky donuts, more burgers, more chips, loaded donuts. It's not enough to just have loaded fries, we've got to have loaded donuts as well. More churros at this end, and then that brings us to the end of Street Food Alley. And now I just need to decide what I want for my dinner. There's more pulled pork at the end here as well. So we are going to loop round the side here, as is our tradition, and go and find a bench up here to leave Anna and Andy on while I go back down with Anna's order, and we grab what we can grab. The other cool thing about being up here, in fact there's two cool things about being up here. Cool thing number one, probably for the first time in this video you can actually hear what I'm saying, and cool thing number two, as the sun starts to go down, which will be in less than an hour now, we get some really cool views over the fair with all the bright lights and everything. Andy always likes to be up here as the sun sets. He enjoys the fair, but in relatively small doses, because obviously it is a massive sensory overload. But yeah, the view from up here is pretty cool. And I promise you, it gets cooler as it gets darker. Went for the smash burger in the end. This is what it looked like. Very, very delicious. They did put jalapenos on it. I like jalapenos, but as you can see, my nervous system fights them, and I am now sweating like a monster, despite it being October. Anna, on the other hand, has gone for the far more traditional hot dog. And I had to go and find her the kind of hot dog you get out of the tin. She didn't want any of the proper sausages. She liked a traditional fairground hot dog with lots of onions and lots of sauces. So that's what she had. Mine cost more than twice the price of hers. But now it's in my teeth, I've got hiccups and I can't stop sweating. When will I learn? We've sat here waiting for the sun to set during Goose Fair for as long as I can remember. What I don't remember previously is it smelling like I was walking through Amsterdam. Every bench has got someone else smoking the devil's lettuce or about to smoke the devil's. It seems like this is the devil's lettuce area. If Nottingham police happen to watch this video and just want to, you know, patrol the area while there's a massive family fun fair going on right next door, I wouldn't be that upset about it. I don't like hanging out in a drugs pit. So as you know, we're a serious travel channel these days, so I figured I should give you some serious travel channel information about Goose Fair. So Nottingham, I may be reading off Wikipedia. Nottingham Goose Fair is an annual travelling fun fair held at the Forest Recreation Ground in Nottingham, England during the first week of October. That's right now. Blah, blah, blah. There's two other goose fairs in the country. They're both in Devon. One of them's called Goosey Fair, though. Don't think that counts. And in recent years, there have been more than 400,000 visitors to Nottingham Goose Fair over the course of the week that it's on. That's why it's always so busy. It's been running annually since 1284. That's over 700 years. It did have a couple of years off during COVID, though. But the most recent recorded attendance on Wikipedia was 2019, so the year before the COVID shutdown, and that year 420,000 people attended Nottingham Goose Fair. It's kind of a big deal, and it's over there, and the sun is very slowly going down. And if you're wondering why it's called Goose Fair, I've got that information for you too. The name Goose Fair is derived from the thousands of geese that were driven from the Lincolnshire Fens, that's where I'm from, in the east of England, to be sold in Nottingham at the fair each year. There's no geese here this year though, which is a shame. I would love to have made the geese driving journey with some of my Lincolnshire brethren and brought geese here. But it's just a fun fair now, which isn't quite as cool. Well, it's been deemed that this is dark enough for us to have a little look at all the lights from up here. So we are now heading back into the fair to do some more rides and of course find me some Grantham gingerbread, because this is the only place I can ever get it. I love it and I can only have it once a year, so I need to find some. Well, that task was a lot easier than it's been in previous years, and not all pre-packaged either. I guess they must have made these and put them in a lovely little bag. Nope. They just, I guess, couldn't get the pre-packaged ones with the branding on. Either way, I have my Grantham gingerbread. I'm happy. £3 for 4 biscuits seems like a lot, but I'm seeing lots of stands that have the brandy snaps in the traditional bags. Nowhere seems to have the Grantham gingerbreads that used to be in the same bags though, so I'm guessing they've stopped making them, but they knew they needed to have some for the fair. I'm happy. I love them. They're delicious. And this is the stand that Anna got her peas from. They cook them in actual fire. So next up is a very, very loud waltzer. And the floor is very, very muddy and squelchy and horrible. Well, here you go, boys and girls. Now you can have prime flavoured slush. What more could you want? There we go. I knew he'd go on this one eventually. This is the one I thought he was making a beeline for earlier, but he has now made it on. It is a massive three-storey fun house, is the word I was looking for before. It's a fun house. It's a whole lot of fun. I don't think there are any prizes to be won, but I guess we'll find out. That man is smoking on the top floor, which is lovely to see. Really lovely. Well, that's that ride complete. And it looks like there is a plan in place for where we're going next, but we are getting some quite nice sunset views now of these lights starting to brighten up. It's really, really, really loud here, and very smoky and very bright. But at the same time, I think this is a really cool shot, even though you probably can't hear me. This one, potentially even better. So he's now on a different waltzer. He has done 2 carousels and 2 waltzers, plus the fun house. I think he has very specific rides that he enjoys these days. And then we've got our traditional last stop of Goose Fair every year, where Andy carefully selects which one of these he's going to break in the car on the way home. And it looks like it's going to be that one. And with that, we are done. I think as time goes on, as Andy gets older, he's turning more and more into me and Anna when it comes to events like this. And he doesn't actually really want to come and do the rides anymore. He just likes the atmosphere, the lights, the being here, the being around lots of people having lots of fun. But he's only actually done 5 rides. He went on the carousel twice, he went on 2 different waltzers, and he went in the fun house. Still burned through the best part of like 40 quid when you factor in the little spinning light thing that we've just been charged a tenner for. But yeah, we've been here a good 3 or 4 hours, and most of it was him just soaking up the atmosphere, us filming rides, and it was all awesome. Now, we need to try and get on the tram back to the car, which is going to be a little bit more challenging going in this direction. That being said, we have managed to get seats, which I don't remember the last time we got seats on the way home from Goose Fair. So that's a big thumbs up. Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one that goes back to Hucknall, I think. And we've made it back to a very dark Hucknall tram stop car park, which is absolutely deserted. You can tell it's Sunday night. I don't think we've been to Goose Fair on a Sunday before. I think we usually come on one of the busier nights. This is definitely the day to do it if you want to avoid all the mega crowds. Because, yeah, I know he wants to end it because, yeah, certainly much less busy than it has been in the past. But for now, we will wrap this up. If you enjoyed that and would like to see us hang out at lots more theme parks, there's a whole theme park playlist available on the channel. I'll link to that at the top of the description below. If you did enjoy it, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on it for me, subscribe to the channel, and thank you very much for watching.
There we go.
There we go.